Yo, what's up, guys? We're back to the channel, and today I'll be talking about Velfern. So, basically, Velfern is a unit that is used by a lot of people in order to get rid of Seto because he hit a lot of times depending on the number of debuff and the number of grave there are in the battlefield. So, I will talk about his skills, what his strengths are, and what his weaknesses are. So basically, at +0, he has a darkness bash, which is additional damage, fixed additional damage based on the number of debuff skill on the enemy. So the debuff skill is like stat weakening from Helga, buff for evasion from Helga. There is also some sort of freeze by Glacier, and stun, and also a lot of other things from your unit. So these, if the enemy have debuffs on them, at the moment that Falcon hits them, it will turn into fixed additional damage. He will hit extra. So basically, if you have 3 debuff, he will hit extra 3 times from the first skill. And this skill hits for 100% of his attack, um, for 1. So if you have 3, he will hit 3 hits for 100% of his additional damage at +0. This skill scale at +6, 9, and 10. At +6 is 125%, +9 is 150, and +10 it is 200%. So basically, this he is very useful if combined with Helga. But the thing at fighting Falcon, this skill does not apply because Falcon flame Seto's flame guard enables him to get any buff or debuff. So basically, this skill is non-existent when fighting Seto, but on other units, it definitely will hit hard. Um, Second is his second skill, which is permanent death absorption. So basically, he deal more additional damage based on the proportion of number of the grave on both battlefield. Please do remember that it is both. It is not on your team only. So basically, in order to kill Seto, he will need 9 because 9 grave because to one shot Seto he need 9 grave, which is because he himself will deal normal damage for 1 hit, um, and the other 9 is from this fixed additional damage, so a total of 10 because Setos lose his HP, 11% of his HP per hit. So you need 10 times hit to kill because it reach 110%. So all you need is 9 grave on both sides, and he will definitely one shot Seto. So this also applies to other units. The more grave they are, the more additional fixed additional damage that he dealt with. But um, this does not apply to Lucius. So basically, if you hit Lucius, it will just count as 1 because if he deals those hit, um, definitely Lucius will lose all of his death guard instantly. This skill does scales at starting from +3. He will get a debuff immunity, permanent one. At +4, it becomes 25%, +5 30, an increase of 5 to 10% per plus. So at +8, he reaches max potential, which is 50% additional damage per graveyard. Um, these skills you don't really need high plus if you want to one shot settle. People usually go for +10 and +9 because of the energy shield. So Seto doesn't really soak in. Even if you deal a lot of damage, he will. All you need to kill Seto is the number of attack. So even at +0, Velfern should still be able to kill Seto if you have 9 grave on both sides. Alright, and the next one is the energy guard. So basically this is the skill that people are using in order to fight Seto, um, to tank Seto basically. So this energy shield scale depending on his HP. So the more HP that Velvern is, the more energy shield that he has. So basically, as you can see at +0, max energy is equals to max HP times 150%. So for example, it at plus 6 star and awakening and level 90, he have 4000 HP, 200. So basically at +0, he will have a shield around 6000. The more that you have him skill up at +1 and 2, those shield will be upgraded. At +9 and 10 is where his HP become a lot tankier. So basically at +1, 200%, 250%, 300%, and 350%. So basically this energy shield is only there is only 2 units with it, which is Velvern and Mammoneer. But um, these energy shield also restore themselves. So basically, if you don't destroy his energy shield at one hit, um, basically if you don't destroy this energy shield, he will keep regenerating for 100 turns, and then the energy guard will expire. So you need to remove his energy guard in order to kill him. But Levia with fixed damage will should be able to pierce through this energy guard or shield. Um, Basically people are using him at +9 and 10 because his shield becomes higher. He is able to tank Seto's hit and also tank Seto counter. There is a reason on people using Velvern at +9 or 10 with double vital. Usually his shield will hit around 26 or to 30k um, of shield and also an extra of his health. Lastly, the Velvern will not die to any counter except for Seto because he has a stat enhancement whenever he attacks. So basically before he his attack hits, sorry, he will have a defense of 95% for 2 turns. So basically he has 95% from this. All you need is an extra 4%. And I do think you don't really need extra of 5% to hit 100% defense, but I don't think 5% defense um, less from 100% defense will kill Falcon through counter. So basically because he has energy guard on, he doesn't usually die to counter except for Seto because his counter is fixed, so defense doesn't do much. Alright, I do think that if you guys want to start investing on him, I do think that it is a great idea because he himself will get +15 companion in the near future, which we don't know yet because we are unable to, because we have the same patch as Korea, and all we have to do is predict. But usually Neowi's team have 2 big update in a year, so we could say that as Octo's Companion Part 1 and Part 2 in the late of the year, at the end of the year, sorry. So but I do think that if you guys are tight on AC, I do think that you guys should focus on getting Lucius and Seto and Livia to at least plus 12 first. I do recommend highly on Lucius because he is the best tank in the game right now. So yeah, I do think if you guys have extra AC and don't know which one to focus on, you could try Falcon because he himself is a very great mage. Um, he could he could tank when also hit. So basically, he's an hybrid mage tank. Alright, that is all for today's video. If you like, please do comment, subscribe to the channel, and also if you guys have any suggestion for the next unit that I should cover, please comment on the section below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you.